Today we're making this cute 3-tier bell topiary to go on your front porch or in your house for your Christmas decor. You can learn from the mistakes that I made and the successes that I had. So I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, so here's what you need to start off with. I got these little bamboo skewers at Dollar Tree. And you get, I don't know, it's like 12 of them. Yeah, 12 of them for $1.25. Anyway, they're really long, and I think they're going to be good because they will go through the holes in our little these things. Cloche, I think is how you say it. I don't know, but anyway, it's the little domes that you put over plants whenever they're growing and you're trying to keep them protected. Anyway, that's what we're going to use. So if you saw the other video where I made the bells before, you will already be aware of these, but I got these at Dollar Tree as well. Okay, you're also going to need some of these balls. I got these at Dollar Tree and these. These are just styrofoam balls, but we're going to use these to make the little clapper inside of our bell. And this I'm going to use on the top of my long skewer. So I just need one of those. And then I'm going to use these. These are just regular wooden skewers that you would get in the grocery store. But I think I got these at Dollar Tree. But you're going to use this to go inside the bell as well. So if you saw my other video, you've already seen me do this step. So you can fast forward to the next part if you want to. So what you're going to do to start off with, I started off trying to take the crazy tag off. This thing is so hard to get off. I just quit and I was like, it doesn't matter. For what I'm going to do, I can put this part in the back and it won't be seen. So I'm not even going to try taking it off of all these because it was frustrating. So anyway, you're going to take your dowel rod, and what you're going to do is you're going to run it through this first hole. Oh, the first thing I did was I took this off, and it just kind of snaps off. Kind of snaps off. It kind of breaks off, really. Tears off. You can see. See, and then I just push this out. Maybe. It's kind of hard. There we go. Okay. There. Now it's just clear. So it's hard to see because it's clear. But take that off. And then you're going to take your skewer, that's hard for me to say. I would rather say your dowel rod, but it's, anyway, whatever. You're going to take your stick and you're going to hold it straight up and then hold your bell at the angle that you kind of want it to be. So I'm thinking I want mine to be like this. So when you take this and you do this straight up, you can kind of see where it's going to land. And I started noticing it's a little over halfway down the thing, like in this area, okay? And what I did was I took my X-Acto knife and I just went in and I just made kind of about halfway down, maybe a little over halfway. That's a little over halfway, I guess. And then you're just gonna I made like a little X or a little little circle in there for my thing to go through, okay? So now it's gonna go through like this. So can you kind of see what I'm talking about, how it's gonna hang? And then we're gonna do the same thing to the next two. So this one's like this, and this one will be like this. So I wanna do my hole a little over halfway down on this one too. So just be careful, just be careful. And it doesn't take a lot to get your hole in there. This, and you're kind of beginning to see it come together now. Like that. I'll have to back it up and let you see. That's going to be the gist of it, how it would work. Okay, now that we've got them all on our thing like this, I'm actually going to go take them off of this and spray paint them all black, and also spray paint this black as well. That's next. So I saw a girl, Natalie, on Design to the Nines, I think is what it's called. I think that's her channel, but it's really cute. She has great projects on there. And I saw her do something like this with some nutcrackers that she had. And I thought it would be really cute to do on these bells. So she took some gold spray paint and then she took some of this rub and buff and she put it on her project that she was doing. It turned out really cute. And I thought, I would like to see how it would turn out on these bells. And so next I'm gonna go take some of this. It's just gold metallic spray paint. And I'm just gonna kind of lightly go over it. And then I'm gonna go over it with this stuff as well to just kind of give it a little bit of texture to it and dimension. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna go do this next. So I'm just gonna go barely over it with this and leave a lot of the black still showing. But I just want to kind of give it a little bit of coverage of this so we don't have to use as much of our other stuff. That's what she did, so I'm going to copy what she did. So let's see how it works. Okay, this is what they look like now. So you can kind of see what it looks like now. I think it would be okay just to leave it like this, but I will try her little rub and buff stuff. Okay, this is what they turned out like. The rub and buff is kind of a learning curve, so I think it turned out okay. It has that old look to it, like an old brass bell, you know. So I think it turned out okay. Now, and this is what all the little, oops. This is what these turned out like this. I'm going to use my hot glue gun and attach these to the inside of here like this. Again, if you saw my other video, you've already seen it. You may want to fast forward to see the end result, but this is what we're doing next. We're gonna take some twine, just cut enough, I don't know, cut some. I learned from the last experience that it has to be a little bit longer than you think. So, I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on here. And then just start attaching it and twisting it without trying to burn myself. Okay, like that. See that? Okay. Now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go into these holes in here and just loop it up through here. Loop it up through and then down through the middle one right there. Like this. Now, of course, it's way too long, so we probably want it to be somewhere like that. So we're just gonna tie a bow in it. It's too long, so now we have to redo it. Okay, that's better. Let's go with that. I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other two. Okay, it's all painted, so we're gonna try to put it all together and see how it turns out. This already has some dirt in it, and I had actually had plants in it at one time, but then when it was fall, I took it out and put my pumpkins in it. So it does still have some dirt in it, in the bottom. I don't know if you can see, but anyway, I'm hoping that that will be enough to keep the skewer down in there and hold them up straight. I'm gonna also put some garland in it, so maybe that will help as well. I can see right now I'm gonna have both skewers. So I'm gonna get some zip ties and zip tie this one onto this one. You can't see it in the video, but I'm gonna zip tie it on there so that'll make it taller. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and
take my second bell and run it through here, because once I zip tie it together, it will be harder to get through the little hole that we made. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go inside this bell and zip tie it together. I put the hole on the wrong side because I'm gonna have to run the thing through here, and that means that my label's gonna show. But anyway. But then that happened. Okay, so it's so tall, I don't have enough dirt in the bottom of my thing. So my solution is I just went out and got more dirt, and I'm gonna fill it up with more dirt, and hopefully that will fix it. Okay, so it's standing up better. It kind of wants to lean back, but I think when I put the garland in, it will give it enough support that it'll keep it forward. Let's hope. Now I'm going to take some garland and wrap it in the bottom. So I think it'll make it look better. So here's the deal, it's still trying to lean. So probably what I would end up doing is taking a piece of fishing line, and doing it like to a cup hook into the wall of the thing, just to keep it stabilized a little bit. Like it will stay, but mine is definitely having problems. Or if I was to do it again, I would only do 2 bells instead of 3 bells. 2 bells seems to stay better. The third one just really kind of makes it a little bit more top heavy. So if you do the 3 bells, you might want to think about adding some fishing line at the top to secure it, maybe to the wall that it's standing next to. Or if it's going to be inside, you may not even need that. But outside where the wind's blowing and everything, I would definitely think it's probably going to have some fishing line or something to give it a little bit more support. But anyway, so far this is what we have. I'm going to take some ribbon and add to the top. It was turned wrong. All my labels were showing. Okay, so it's coming together. It's been a little bit more of a challenge than I thought, but it's coming together. And I found I got these literally, they were off of a wreath I got at Goodwill. So I'm just disassembling. I took it off the wreath that came from Goodwill. They're kind of messed up, but it's going to be outside, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to put this, and there was also some gold balls that they had on it, so I just tore it off of the wreath, and I'm going to put that in my garland out here too. So maybe it's not exactly what I envisioned, but I think it'll be okay. It's going on my back porch. Only our family's gonna really see it, and you, but you know all the trouble we went through to get it. So I think it'll be a cute little welcome home every time we come home. So I hope you got something from it too.